The year is 2005, and I'm dating this lady by the name of Teresa. Now, Teresa was beautiful, not gonna lie. She had some old bitties, and she was just real cool. I really liked spending time with her. I would go over her house and stop the show. Booty clapping sounds! I would be clapping those cheeks. At least that's what I thought I was doing. She was making a lot of noise, and I thought I was doing something right. I'd come back home. I'd tell my friends when I told them, like, yeah, man, that Teresa, she really on me. Then one day, she kind of hurt my feelings. She was talking to me about a dude that she used to deal with back in the day. We were talking about sexual experiences. I was hanging out at her house, and I was like, what's the freakiest thing that you ever did? And she was like, well, this one dude, I used to... Basically, she used to put the cucumber down her throat. And I stopped for a moment. I sat there and I thought about it. She had never did that to me. And so I'm like, well, listen, if you was doing that for him, why didn't you do that for me? She looked at me with like a real sad glare in her eye. And she was just like, well, I was kind of feeling it with him. You see, guys, I learned something very different that day. And that was, despite the fact that she was letting me clap those cheeks, it wasn't the same as it was for other guys. You see, certain guys can bring certain things out of a woman that you can't bring out of her. And that's sad, I know, because you like her and she likes you, but there's something that maybe you're not doing for her that turns her on. And it could be a dude that she just meets the next day. And this is the actual case for this guy. Now, let's go all the way to Africa. Today, we're talking about our boy, Baltasar Engonga. This is a guy that is trending all over social media right now. He's a minister in Equatorial Guinea. He's a high-rating official, and he's actually related to the president. This is interesting. We'll focus on that in a minute. But this guy was doing some very, very bad things. So much so that he was suspected of corruption. Now, if you guys didn't know, Equatorial Guinea is one of the richest countries in Africa per capita because they have a lot of oil. It's a small nation, kind of on the border of Western Central Africa, but they have a lot to offer. So people, when I say that they're rich there, they are really rich. And this guy had to be completely rich, but so rich that he was stealing. So the government got tired of him doing so. They kicked in the door to his office. Went on the PC and stopped the show. What they found was crazy. Nothing but booty clapping sounds. Guys, what happened was interesting, and the whole world is talking about it. Like, look at this picture right now. All of these people work in his office. He's their boss. But every female that he pointed to, he was clapping their cheeks. And when these videos came out, over 400 of them, and stopped the show. Yeah, I saw some of them on X, y'all. And he was definitely clapping cheeks. I mean, he was clapping cheeks. One of the ladies deleted herself once the video went viral. Now, there is a lady that her husband actually confronted her about what happened. I kind of want to play it, but then I don't because it's not in English. But definitely, there she is crying.
Arrête! Tiens, non? Enlève bien tes lunettes avant de voir la vidéo là. Retire, ne fais pas de semblant avec moi. Regarde la vidéo. Tu te vois, non? Hein? T'as dit que je suis comme ça à Dubaï en plein champ de travail, en train de vouloir crâner.
And of course, he's already under suspicion of doing all of these things. The reality is that this is a public official that's doing all of these things with married women. And the government has responded to this by saying this. Civil servants caught having sex in their offices will face severe measures. The vice president of Equatorial Guinea has warned after hundreds of allegedly pornographic videos were leaked to the public. The videos reportedly involve high-ranking civil servant Baltasar Ebang Engonga having sex with various women, including the wives of prominent officials in his office. Mr. Engonga is head of the country's National Financial Investigation Agency and also a relative of the country's president. So not only is he sleeping with his own relatives, Allegedly, he is clapping his own brother's pregnant wife. But why? See, guys, here's something that we got to talk about, because a lot of these guys, you know, the wives that he's sleeping with are even more powerful than him. But these ladies agreed to do this on tape. The tapes that I saw on X, I literally saw the ladies looking back into the camera, getting their cheeks clapped, and stop the show. And allegedly, this is done without any condom on, all right? So the question is, why does it happen? Well, let me check this out, right? Check out this tweet here from this guy on the Shade Room. The fact that Equatorial Guinea officer was able to sleep with 6 out of the 8 female workers in his office is exactly why I will never wife up a career woman. I strongly believe that a woman's money should always come from her man. This is where this guy is wrong. Let me tell you something, pal. It doesn't matter if she works at another place or if she is getting the money from you. She don't need no money from you to go get her cheeks clapped. And this is what guys don't understand. If a woman doesn't feel that her sexual fantasy can be with you, there is a good possibility that it could be with somebody else. And a lot of guys just hate overpaying. This is the problem that a lot of guys just don't understand. That you're taking care of her. You love her. You want to be with her. That's the mother of your kids. And you really, 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 really admire her because that's your wife. And, you know, she lives in your same house. And then you come and find some other dude who never married her, who's not doing anything for her, is getting her cheeks clapped in his office. And you might even be more powerful than the guy. And you might even feel like you're better looking than the guy. But the hard part about it for most men is that you just don't do it for her all like that. And you know what? That's something that a lot of men don't want to talk about, man. You can't win them all, even with your own wife. And that's the reality, and that's how it's going to be, and it's always going to be like that. I'm just going to be real. A lot of you dudes have showed up and met somebody's wife or girlfriend at the mall or at the store, and then within one day or 48 hours, you were clapping her cheeks, and it was easy. Want to know why? Because that woman was kind of really made for you to deal with at that particular time. Now, the other guy, you don't really care about him. He could have loved her. He could have been with her. He could have been there. But you showed up at the right day, at the right time. And right now, as long as you don't fumble the bag, it's your time to shine. Well, when it came to this guy, he had it like that. And you think that if they all didn't know that he was doing that? Of course they all knew that he was doing that. But they liked the guy. It wasn't about his money, maybe, or what he was doing. Possibly it couldn't have been that because they were wives of very high, powerful guys. But that's just how the game works sometimes, man. And if you don't believe that this can happen to you, I'll already tell you that it already has happened to you. And it's going to continue to happen to you because dating and relationships is like boxing. There's no boxer who got in the ring and never got hit. Okay? Doesn't mean that you won't win some fights, but even when you win fights, it hurts. And this is something that hurts. Let me tell you guys a story. Story time music. So there was this chick, right, that I really was dealing with, I really liked. And she was booty clapping it up. I mean, she was stupid thick, right? Not even gonna lie. I was really riding with her and everything like that, man. Then one day I found out that my homeboy didn't really know. This is true. She wasn't like my girl or anything, but somebody on the side I had. And he was like, yo, man, I got this chick's like number today. It's like, yeah. He was like, yeah, man. And then I see the inbox. I see what she's talking about. I see what she's trying to let go down. And I'm thinking like, yo, the way she be on me, when I see her, like, this can't ever be the case, right? That was definitely the case. So I just had to go ahead on, man, and say, look, bro, go ahead on and do what you got to do, man. Like, because obviously, this is, it ain't all me. And guess what? It wasn't all me. You know what I mean? And guys just don't have to get mad. And sometimes you wife up a chick that's really not all you, man. You have kids with somebody. That's not all you. And as much as it hurts, you got to understand that's just part of the game and how it works. And this is why this is going around social media like that, because how was he able to get all of these high powerful dudes' wives as side chicks and have them there? The answer is this. Some dudes just got it like that and you don't. And you know what? That don't make you a bad person. Don't make you a good person. It's just what it is. And sometimes you can accept it and move on. And hopefully you find that person where you can be her Baltasar Engonga. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Dude Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. I'm out.